Active Investor here, bringing you another independent analysis. This time we're taking a look at ticker symbol NWY. That's New York and Company. The chart we're looking at here today is a one-day chart. Each candlestick on this chart representing one day of trading. So we go back to about March 31st, but really we want to focus on the data that occurred right on 5/20. So it looks like we had some bad earnings or maybe a bad conference call. Then we had a major selling off. The volume, 2.8 million on that massive selling. The candles bringing us all the way down from about $2.90 all the way down to about $1.75. Absolutely massive selling off. That's the highest volume this stock has seen in, well, to be honest, it's the highest volume it's seen in years. So that market seriously had a major issue with that earnings or the conference call. I'm not sure. I'm not really looking into the fundamentals. I just see that there was either a conference call or earnings there. So it could have been either or both. And actually, the last time that there was so much volume on the stock was back on, let's see here, June 26, 2015. So actually, pretty much a year ago. So we fell down a lot, and then we tried to push back up a little bit, but just kept falling down more and making more lows. So this chart was actually requested for me to do, and I wish I had better news for you, Nick, but really it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. A few reasons why it doesn't look good, aside from the fact that we had that massive selling off. We tried to make a little bit of a recovery here, and we couldn't. Looks like we got denied right at about $1.75. Tried to break it a few times, and fell down a lot. So we tried to recover off that dip. This last candle, a green candle, so it was trying to push back up a little bit. But look where the candle closed. It closed almost all the way at the bottom. Really not the kind of candle you want to see on a bullish candle. It doesn't get much worse for a bullish candle than that. So what we want to see is for this stock to start curving back upwards and making some higher lows and hopefully getting to 175. And if we can get to 175, then we can start channeling between 175 and $2 and test $2 again. But in order to do that, we need to make higher lows. So we're going to want to see an increase, maybe a little pullback, an increase, a little pullback, an increase, maybe a little pullback, and then a break of that resistance, some channeling, then a break of $2, turn to support. That's what we ideally want to see. But the fact that this bullish candle was so weak really looks like we might just see a short little increase before another selling off. So honestly, the chart doesn't look good, buddy. Wish I had better news for you. We have the 50 period moving average, the 20 period, the 10 period, all in the bearish order with the slow averages on top of the fast averages, indicating that the price per share 50 periods ago was much higher than it is currently trading. The only good thing is our 10 period moving average is starting to arc. You can see here, starting to arc back around. And also our RSI starting to break above the 20 line. So we're not exactly oversold anymore, and when we're oversold we can see some massive selling off. But look what happened last time we broke up from oversold. We still ended up dropping down. And then we went oversold again down here. So these oversold points, this is a lower oversold point than what we saw on the rest of the chart. So the downtrend is really, really strong. And what's really scary is the fact that when we were pushing towards overbought here, we didn't even increase. We just decreased even more. Let's take a look over here when we were trying to break up from oversold. You can see we had an increase over here. So the same thing happened here. Look, our RSI is almost identical in these two areas. But instead of increasing, we decreased, which tells us that the market really hates this stock right now. Honestly, I wish I could, like I said a few times already, I wish I had better news for you, but this is not looking too good, man. It's really not looking too good. I don't have much else to say. I hope you're not holding from a high cost basis if you're holding the stock. And, I'm not always right. No one's ever right. For all I know, some crazy news comes out tomorrow and this thing runs 100%. But based off the data that we have on this chart, the data that we have in front of us, it's not looking good. So I hope this helped you out in some way. Gave you a little bit of insight maybe. We have resistance at 175 and 2. So remember, ideally we want to see this start arcing up, making some higher lows, pushing to that 175 area so we can channel there and test $2. So hopefully that's what happens, but this last candle isn't giving me much faith. So let's say you know, a good case for tomorrow, we're bullish, we close green, and we get a candle that closes more like this. It closes more to the top. Basically the opposite of this green candle. So hopefully that's what happens tomorrow. Let's take a look. Catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.